Hi everybody, excuse me, Heidi here, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm okay. By now you'll have all heard about Lexi, so it is what it is, I'm afraid. So, because I'm going to talk about that in the live, the live that was just gone already, I'm going to move on. And we're going to talk about, I bought myself some things from Asda to keep the new releases in so I don't get any mixed up with others or end up putting things away, filing away properly. So this is a new release by Funky Fossil. Now, I don't know what day this is going out, so this could be either the Sunday video or the actual showing you the products. So what I'm going to do is just show you what we've got, and on the live for the release, you'll see it all again properly anyway. So let's just do it. So what I'm going to say first is I have an affiliate link for Funky Fossil, which I'll put into the bottom. Sorry, my head's just all over the place. I'll put it into the bottom, into the comments. And I did have some information to tell you, and I can't for the life of me remember what it is. But today's either Friday or Sunday. What I need to tell you is orders won't be dispatched till Monday, because Sarah's away doing NEC, I think it is. Obviously selling her stuff. So, and she's a one-man band, so just bear with her, and she'll be posting them out tomorrow. So, and you've got to love it. You've absolutely got to love this. So it's mid-century modern is the release. So mid-century montage. You have got all the. I mean, what am I? 50. I was 57 a few days ago, and I remember these. But I put it at 70, you know. So I ended up Googling to see what mid-century modern was. And it actually starts in the 30s. 1930s upwards. So I had absolutely no idea what the cats were about or anything. But yeah, after Googling it, it all made sense. And I love it. Absolutely love it. And the stuff that's going to be able to be done with it, I can't wait. I am excited about it. So, that's your pad. We've also got a large stamp set. Today we're going to use this one. And these two. This is called Mid-Century Silhouettes. Oh, it says it there. I don't know what I'm looking in there for. Yeah, so we're going to use this, this and this. I think we're using this. And they're for another day. I love them. Absolutely love them. Can you imagine what you can do with them? We also have Atomic Kitty. And I'm not using one of these today, but where's me? I had one here to show you. Oh, sorry. I'm going to make you seasick. Oh, it's here. Because I am working on my new... I said I'd do one for each release so I can make it all... It might not all just be this set, but it'll be like this kind of era. So I'm working on that now. That was my first card just to see what it'd be like. You are the cat's whiskers. So, yeah, I'm working on that. I don't need to show you that being built because we did it on last release, so you've got away with that one. So, got your lovely cats. Not sure about this, don't know. Got some ideas for they look big, great earrings, wouldn't they? We have another stamp set, or two. We've got Block It Out, which I've already got an idea for this, which is literally just stamping, bit of colour in the squares, not all of them. And then the sentiment. I think it'd be a nice simple card. May take this one to live, we'll see. And then you've got Cool Beans. And I love some stuff on here. That's been me the last few days. Love that. That's a bit of me. Kindness never goes out of fashion. Yeah. Retro vibes. I love it. I'm going to use that. Forgot about that one. I'm going to use that today. That added so much detail. It was unreal. And I literally just stamped it. I couldn't believe what a difference it made. We have got mid-century repeat. So it's a double stencil. My head's a bit... sort of know what I want to do. Do I? Don't I? So I'm still playing with that in my head. I've stenciled this just as a mess about to see. This is pinball. So we'll have a play. I love all the shapes and stuff from that era. And then also, we've got the one thing I said I wouldn't ever do. And then I've suddenly becoming hooked. Ephemera pack, mid-century moments. So I'm going to take this lady out of the back. I'll give you a quick gander at what there is. Because I think if you're doing, like I might even do a quick book. Can't remember what they're called. Like the junk journal. Quick journal. Mid-century journal. So that's the one we're going to use today. But I thought if you was going to do something like that journal, which we should have done by now on one of the lives to show you how to do it, this would be fantastic for it. Little things to put in, little tags. I sort of remember a picture like that when I was little on somebody's wall. That looks like Lexi Dog. Oh. With a cat. So yeah, you've got a bit of I nearly used these. In fact, I might still leave them out. I get that they're stamps, but there's another one there. They look like photographs to me. When you see what I'm doing, you might understand. But yeah, there's a bit of everything. And there's also things in the paper pack that you can cut tags off, and they're in shapes of tags and stuff. So there's loads for you to have a go at with these. Now then, I do remember something. Sarah's put a deal on, and it's if you buy the whole set, it's like you're getting this free, the ephemera pack. So if you was to buy it all, that'd be a good deal, wouldn't it? I love that when Sarah does release, she doesn't do a mega massive release, so it's affordable. That's what we all need nowadays, isn't it? I definitely do, so I know you guys do. We're not all rolling in it, are we, guys? I wish. Oh, I wish. Imagine what you could do. I'd buy a brand new massive house and fill it with dogs. That's what I'd do. Right, so I'm just going to put them to the side. I'm going to have a quick drink of my coffee. I'd tip it up and show you, but well, you can sort of see my little Cavalier. I paid £20 for this cup. I only drink out of China cups, but it was for the Cavalier Rescues. I often bid on stuff on the Cavalier Rescue page. It's all the dogs they've rescued, and they do raffles to raise money to get them all seen to by vets and what have you. It's great. Right. Got some coffee in there. Right. Another thing I remember is, now then, you'll have to bear with me because I've started to colour mine in. It is actually MDF. And it's a big telly. Now then, it does come with an aerial on the top attached to it, but I took mine off because it was too big for my project, so I just took them off. Turns out I'm not using it in the end up anyway, but I'm just showing you what it comes with. So you get 2 in a pack, actually. So you have this. I'm not going to push it on. I've already started colouring it, and then I've changed how I'm doing it. But that goes onto there, which then fits onto the back of your telly. And you've got your stand. But that's not how I am using it. And then you've got 3 buttons to go outside of your telly, which I already made brown, and I wish I hadn't, but there you go, I did. So I'm going to discard this for the moment. Oh, that's how it all comes. But I've just put white acrylic on. So I am going to show you. Just with, I don't do knives and stuff, but I want this bit off. Only because of how we're doing ours, otherwise, I mean, I did put it on as it was. I did fit it to the project like that, but it ended up too big. So I'm just going to take that off. And the way we're going to stick it to what we're using, I'm just winging it anyway. And then when I've finished, I'm going to use my hot glue gun on it. The reason I'm not now is because mine's a chargeable one and it's not charged. And I'm just gonna I just wanted that off. They frighten me, don't I? I'm frightened to death of cutting my finger. Because that's me all over. That's the only bit I want. So I'll keep that. You never know, do you? But the rest of it will go in the bin. So we're going to use this bit first, just so I can put it aside to dry while we crack on with the rest of it. The rest of it's dead easy. Well, it's all easy actually. Oh, I've got an itchy eye. Right. This is going to stay white. And this is going to go orange. So I'm going to take it, now then, summertime. And pine cone. And we are at some point going to put some gilding wax on it. So for now, I'm not doing special. I am literally, I'm not bothered if it's patchy because, well, actually I don't know why, because I do remember seeing orange tellies. I mean, what? Oh, I was telling Andy, there was an orange telly on a programme. Oh, I can't remember what programme it was now. But I remember seeing a telly like this on the programme Bewitched, the kiddies thing. So whether that's what's stuck in my head of it, I don't know. Because I don't think when I was growing up that this is the kind of thing we had. Now, I'm going to do the legs brown, although I do change them to gold. I mean, I do want it to be neat, so it does matter really, but I'm not being overly careful. Does that look? That looks brown. Now, I did use, this is just a silicone, oh, I've got orange everywhere. This is just a silicone tip. I think it's for clay working, but I just rubbed the top of it in my, oh, I will have to, all around sides it needs to be brown. Forgot about that. I'll just do it like that. It'd have been better if I'd have re-inked my pad first, because it desperately wants re-inking. Don't even know if I've got the right ink pad for this one. So all the places where I can't get into, well, I didn't want brown on there. Oh, I'll put some gold around it, you won't see it. We're doing another coat of orange anyway, but just where you can see the white where I've touched it, because you are going to see the legs. So I'm just putting a bit of brown in the way. It's not the easiest job, but I'm not just sitting here doing it for forever just to get it perfect. I'm just putting a little bit in. Now, I think if I'd used the smaller pad it might have worked. I could have done it with the dewdrop pads would have been perfect actually. Never thought about that. Silly woman, out. Need to get my head in the game. Now, I was wanting it brown on here as well. But I think we'll try it now. I think if I put this middle bit in, you can't see it anyway. We'll see. I'm bothered about the legs because you are going to see them. But like I say, we are going to put some gold on them, so it may not be as important as I'm thinking. Not bothered about the bottom. That looks alright. Got all that orange. So I'm quickly going to give it a blast. And give it another orange. And then we'll just put it to the side. But before I do that, I want to know, can you see the brown through there? Nah, we may get away with it. We're putting paper on this bit. See where I've touched it. It's okay. So I'll give it a quick blast. We'll do another orange. Oh, we're doing this and it was smoking. Don't know why that brown stays wet for a while. Must be a reason. Because the orange dries. Now don't pick the wood straight up. The wood is hot. Right. Try it again. I'm more bothered about it dragging, yeah, because it's picking up the brown. I'd rather it didn't pick up the brown, but hey, that's alright. Yeah, it's picked it up there, but that just looks like wood grain, doesn't it? Yes, it does. That's what we're going with. I think we might get away with that. I'm not putting any more brown on. Right, I'm putting that to the side. I'm okay with that for now. I'll leave it on that actually, just melt it. Now that we will come back to. Right, what we're going to be doing is this. We're going to use a frame. Now I have smashed this on purpose because there was no way to get it out and I needed one to come like today, so I did next day delivery off Amazon. And I didn't realise that this won't come out. And it's only plastic. So I've smashed it in the middle and pushed it through because I don't want a cover on it. So I left the release paper on and just tapped it and it just cracked. So now I've got what I want, which is the frame. That's what I did, busting it. But you're not going to see that. So we are going to take the back out. Just going to put that to the side for a minute. Now we're going to go to our paper pad, and so we're going to put the TV in the room, we're going to make a lamp, and we're going to put some on the wall. So we want some wallpaper on the back, and I opted, just so everything else would stand out, for the green wallpaper. which would be my choice of wallpaper because I'm a green fan. So for now we're having this one. And I'm literally just going to glue it straight to the frame. Gosh, I can't believe that gum are working without me playing with it. So I'm going straight in with this. It was the most perfect fit, I couldn't believe it. Now, what I did want to do, which I'll show you, is also put it on the outside, but the paper's not big enough and I don't want to start adding bits. So I'm actually just leaving the outside white. You can't put the ink on it because it just wipes off, so you'd have to sand the whole lot down. But, I mean, there might be some out there that are ready to just add paint to, but this one wasn't. What can I? I've put Eden down to sleep and I told her to come in when she wakes up. That doesn't mean now. So I'm just putting that there because I want to put something here. Now this is where I was looking at putting these as photos. So if you've got your telly in, it isn't going to look like this, but you can have a lamp there, your telly there. So I did think about, well, I did stamp straight into the middle. I'll show you what I stamped into the middle. I stamped this one to make it look like one of those clocks that they used to have. I mean, I know it's not because they were bigger and what have you, but it got lost on the paper. So what I did do is I stamped one on a teal piece and one on an orange piece just to see which would look right. I mean, it's not a clock, it's just something to put in the background. But again, I still can't decide which I want. So actually, I might just leave that to end. And then I can decide whether I want pictures. Yeah, we'll see. Or one of these. So I'll just keep them to sides. This is ephemera out of the pack, both of them. And like I said, that's just card. And I've just stamped that onto it. I mean, you could use it. I think they're the mirrors like this. But it definitely needs something here. So that was the idea behind that bit. So let's move on to the TV screen. So that's this. We're also going to use paper on this. And I'm going to use, so I want it to look like the ladies on telly. And I know what card I want. I want this. Just that bit. So what I'm going to do now then, it's obviously at an angle and I want that to look quite straight. So I'm just going to take a pencil. Let me just sharpen that. And I'm just going to draw around it. I know it's going to be too big, obviously, because I'm drawing around the outside. Make sure it looks sort of straight. Yeah. And now I'm going to fussy cut that out. So ideally, could do with doing it on the line. And I suppose this does have to be quite precise, because it really does have to fit on top of that piece of card, that piece of MDF. Oh, I can't see my pencil mark. Ooh, this might have gone too small. I might have to do it again. That's what you get when you don't go and have your eyes tested. I think this would be a fabulous gift for people, you know. Now the light that we're going to fit, I was looking to buy some actual, you know, the touch lights that you put in cards. But for us to get them here in the UK for 3 was going to cost me £25. And I just don't have that kind of money. Although if I was giving this somebody as a gift, I would do it for that. I wouldn't pay for it for cards. But giving this as a gift, I would have done it. If I thought somebody weren't going to throw it away, you know what I mean? You need to be sure, don't you, that it's going to be worth it. So, what I'm going to do is make sure that fits 100%, which it is. That's fine. Now I'm going to turn it over. It's fitting everywhere, isn't it? Now I'm going to turn it over. And with my pencil again, I'm going to draw on the back side of it this time. And then that tells me that that's how big that was, too big. So now I'm going to come from this side. I'm not bothered if it's slightly over because it'll fill that little gap on it where your TV middle bit goes in. So we'll just cut this round and try that. It's not that obvious everywhere else. Let's try that. Oh, somebody's just coming to my door. So, where's my middle? My orange. It's a very nice day out. I'm just going to blast that because I think, yeah, it's very wet. When I did the undercoating of the white, I did it yesterday and I went downstairs. So you could do the same with this if you're not in a rush to do it. Like I say, beware because it could be very, very hot. Right, we might get away with it now. So if I'm going to put that in, and that's going to go over the top. Now I tried to use acetate to make a dome, but my acetate that were heat resistant obviously didn't melt, and then my other acetate that isn't went ooh, and it all screwed up, so it didn't work. So I'm doing it this way. So what I'm going to do is, oops, I'm going to glue this to the white one. Oh, I'm not. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. That was bad, silly. Now I've put orange all over it. What you like. I knew nothing would go out today. ideally could do getting that off, but oh look, I'm going to have to do a whole new sheet. What a woman. I don't even know if there's another piece of grey in this book. On the plus side, I can just put it round and cut it out, can't I? Let's have a look. This is what I mean by tags and stuff. Look at these. These are brilliant. Please have another piece. Oh dear. I'll just have to make... Oh, I have. Must come with 3 pieces then. Back to the drawing board. Sorry about that, guys. Now, I don't want to stick that on there. But I do want to draw around it. Perfect. Really sorry about that. Now I'm going to try and get this one straight on the line. I haven't even looked to see if the stripes are straight. I think I should go home and start again. I am at home, guys. My head is just blah. Hey, we'll manage, won't we? We'll get by. Oh, I think I've just told you I've got Eden in bed, haven't I? Yeah, I have. She brought me some flowers yesterday, bless her. To cheer you up, Grandma. You gotta love them, haven't you? I don't know if it's a good job, but let's have a look. It's that bit there. That's better. Right, let's try again. So I've got the piece I want. I think it looks alright. Now then, we need a clean space. We're going to take the lady and we're going to put some glue on her. And we want her, yeah, we want her at this side. I'm going to trim a bit off if I have to. Yeah, tiny bit. Oh, Eden's going to come in. Now I'm going to stamp on here and I'm going to use, oh, it's very naughty again. I've been doctoring my stamps. So I'm going to use, I'm a mid-century and then I cut it and put kind of girl. That is honestly how I would do it all the time anyway. It's not, I wouldn't use a long sentiment. And if I did, I could just stick it back together. It's not a bad thing. Now I'm going to stamp that in black. And I'm going to dummy stamp first to make sure I'm getting it. That'll do. So I need it to be straight. do. And a mid-century, and then underneath it I'm going to put Kinda Girl. That's perfect, absolutely perfect. Now then, I said I was going to use these 3, and that's what I'm going to do now. They are attached. And for that, I'm again going back to the summertime. She's in my drawers in the other room, I can hear her. She doesn't understand don't touch out even. So all I'm going to do, see, I didn't know this would show up with it being grey out. I want to, see, I loved it. It made it different paper altogether, didn't it? How different does that look? Turn it over. So it looks like a whole new background. That's all I want. I know I've brushed it a bit and they're not straight. That one's definitely not, it's wonky. But I'm hoping when it's finished people will see past that anyway. So that's finished with. Now, what we're going to do now, hopefully try and make it a bit like a telly. I just want to make sure there's no wet ink on that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the Versamark and we're going to use Ultra Thick. You guys keep asking me to use it, so here we go again. Put my scissors away. I need a clean. So I'm going to cover this in Versamark. Again, this could have done with being refilled. I'm pushing really hard because I want every single bit, even between her arm, to be covered. Now, some bits have got juicy bits on like there, so I'm literally gonna just pat over that, pick up the big juicy bits. Just, there's none down there. Right. I want me tweezers. So what I'm going to do now, I'll be using that again. I'm going to smother. Put this back in before I knock it off. And we will be doing another one, so I'm just keeping everything separate. And I'm just going to hold that there. I'm just going to move it out, wait till it heats up. if you're quick, you can cover it again. We are going to go back in with the embossing ink, because when I've done this one, when I've heated this one up, you will find that it's going to have some blotchy bits on it. The last thing I need is for it to be bendy. So we'll go again. Now, 1 second, because it will be absolutely red hot. Most of it, the majority of it, where I'm putting where I've just put the tweezers, you can see it's a bit bobbly there. So I'll put the embossing ink there. She looks okay, but at this side, you can see it's bobbly. So that's where the embossing ink will go. So she looks good. It needs it there and it needs it there. So I will actually, it's cool enough now. I think people sometimes forget that this gets hot. So I'm putting a bit there where it needs filling. And definitely this end needs filling. Probably the bit that takes the longest to do in the whole thing, but it's so worth it. This was my other way because I couldn't get it to do it with the acetate. I could have just put acetate over it and done that, but there you go, it's done that one now. There you go. So if I'd have kept filling the whole thing, those dints would have still stayed in because you're building the other up round it all the time. So it now looks to me like a TV screen ish. You get the idea. It's something different and you want to know what to do with powder, so there you go. So if it's cooled down, I'll give it a minute. Put this away. It gets everywhere, and my worst thing is I can't stand the embossing powder. Oh, it's under my feet and I stand in bare feet. Right, what would next bit be? Let's go on to, because I need that to, I'm just going to let it keep cooling a minute. Look, you can see it figure over there and back. So cool. Right. Right, we'll make the light shade. So what we're going to do here, we need that. That's got mucky now, but just cut a piece of card. Oops. One second. I'm coming straight back. Right, we're going to make a light shade. Now this is 2" wide. I don't know how long this is actually, because it didn't really matter. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6". And what we're going to do is use coloured ink, but we're going to clear emboss it. Try to move all these things out of the way. So we're going to go with Twilight, Verdant and Barley Blue. This is dead simple, this bit. So it's going to be a light shade that's going to curl round like that. So all you're really bothered about is seeing what you're going to see around here at front. So I'm going to come in the bottom here with the blue. Wipe that off. I will take and put it on the other side and go green. Gonna go in there. And down. And then I'm going to go back to the first stamp. And put that there. That's all we need. It'll all become clear. I'm just going to leave them stuck to that a minute. So I'm using up my tiny bits of clear that I've got left. No point just having them in the drawer when I can get rid of the tub then. I forgot to anti-static, but we should be alright. I'll take off the bits that I don't need. It's just these bigger bits on the bottom that I need to get rid of. I think that's it. I'll do. Now the reason I've done it this way round, because I did it the coloured, I'll show you. I did the coloured light shade first, which is going to be half orange, and then stamped over it, and you lost the colour. And I really needed the colour to stand out. So what I'm going to do here going to use spiced marmalade. I just need that to be cool. I'm going to get just going to put that back so I can get the inch mark on both sides. So from there, stay on the line. Oh, it's not big enough anyway. Inch. To inch. That'll do nicely. That's all we want. Funky fossil brush. Bit of orange. There you go. This is your lampshade. I need a cloth just to take off the colour on the embossing. See what I mean? How I lost it before, so this helps me keep it. I'll give that a quick blast. So let's try. Get some red liner tape. And we're going to fold it in half. So if we get two widths worth, so we can put 2 rows down. That looks okay. Which way did I say? So it wants to be on the inside here. Oh, sorry, just got my scissors. We're nearly done. We've just got the stand to do and then it's just putting it together, which is quite easy. I'm going to be using that again. Eden's coming in now. And then we'll wrap it round into the circle. Eden, what are you doing? Have you been to sleep? And go sit in Grandma's chair, then you just have to be quiet till Grandma's finished. Grandma's talking. Right, so that's your light shade. Now to make the base, we're going to use this long one here. And what we're going to do, again I need a piece of card. Let me look what I've got here. One of these strips will do. That'll do it. So what I'm going to do, can't find me stamp. Come here, let me just sit in there. You're not allowed to touch anything, Eden. You just wait till Grandma's finished videoing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is stamp it twice, and then I'm going to stamp it with clear. And I'm going to do the same again. We're going to be using that again. Right, so actually I'll have to put the powder on because I can't even see it. So I'll just stand it there while I put the next one on. Silly. Now, I'm going to heat it up, then we're going to fussy cut it out because we need to put more on it. I'm sorry about the time, guys. Trust me, it's worth it in the end. Now then, we don't need the top two. And you don't really have to worry about the edges because you're going to be covering the whole thing in gold again. I thought we were using the thick powder again, but we're not. I got it wrong. We're using gold. So this is me making my own lampshade, lamp base, like, you know, like a standard lamp. That's what we're doing here. I should have pre-done this. I was actually going to pre-do one of these, but I thought I don't want to be that person that starts pre-doing everything. Apart from like when I had to coat the television. Actually, before I do this next bit, we'll get that glued onto the telly. Because it needs to be set. There we go. No, Grandad's in bed. Leave him there. No, he's in bed, Eden. Just let Grandma finish doing this, kid. Don't need that bottom bit there. Glasses are sliding down my face. I'm going to pause this and then come back. I'll just do that bit, guys. Yay, I did it. Right, just right quick before we go any further, I need this to be put down. We might have to wait with this and go with the one I've pre-done because I should have put this on earlier. I'm just using some stronger glue here. In fact, we will have to wait because it'll have to go under something. I should have. This is why I did it at the beginning and then I've just left it, haven't I? It needs a book on top of it or something. But once we've done this bit, I'll show you with the telly anyway. It's a different picture in it. So all you do is put your picture on top of there. Now I will take it like that and I will go and put, I'm doing that so that nothing gets touched or damaged. And then I'm just going to put a book on top of it. So I'll just do that. Well, for now I'll just put it under one of my tubs here. Right, so that one's getting ready. So the one I was doing, you can see I've gone round it with a bit of gold and I've stuck it with red liner on the back. I've put the red liner across and put the middle in. That's all I've done. And stuck the buttons on. Which is, I've done nothing different. She could have done with a bit more stuff in her, but it's the same. And then I've stuck 2 pads, different thickness, and I've stuck that bit that I cut down. I'm just putting there. You'll see when we put it to into the frame. So that's how your picture will be finished off. But you need your light shade. So we've got to this part, and all I'm going to do here is get the VersaFine again, and I'm going to, because I didn't like the white bits, and I did do them in orange and I didn't like that either. In fact, I brought it to show you, but I don't know if I put it. So I'm literally going to go back in, just making sure every bit's covered. I'm going to go back in with the gold. Now, it does look funny when you do it because you're going over gold twice, some of it. So it looks a bit weird, but it's fine. Yeah, I do get some scrap rubbish, me. Another bin liner ready to go out. Just heat this up. And we're done, I think. Just stick it all in. Don't want to stir that, does it? Anyway, you can see where it tipped upside down. That was a bit... Right, so if we bring the box in... So I've just put the back on while we were waiting. Now, I didn't like these bits. So what I did is I've got some more card papers from the actual... from the book. And I thought that looks like a carpet. So I'm going to stick that in as a carpet. I haven't finished one of these completely. I just know what I wanted to do, so that's why we're here. So I'll stand it up. So I thought, yeah, that looks like a carpet. It really does and all. And then I thought I was going to put some texture paste on it so that it'd have an Artex ceiling, but I never got round to it, so it's having a plain ceiling. I've used a different glue again. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. So that's your ceiling. Andy says, put them foam tiles on. And oh, gosh, I don't know how I'd do it and it'd take forever. Then I'm using 2 pieces of this, or I better be. Oh no. Oh, come on. Just going to get another piece, guys. I just went to cut another one and I found it. Right, so that way up. That looks okay. Somebody's ringing. I hope that's not affecting things. Are you still there? So this is your fancy wallpaper on the other side of the room. I'm just going to stick that in there. That needed a bit of paper off. Wasn't the best fit, was it? Same on this side. There we go. So you've got your paper all round. Now I'm going to stick in the light shade, which is going to come up here. It's a bit bigger than I wanted. I wanted it a bit flatter. So I'm going to put a piece of red liner there. And a piece here. A piece down the middle. There we go. Whoever it is who was ringing me, they're not giving up. And I don't know what number. It's a bit odd. Sorry it's been a longer video, guys, but it is a bigger project, isn't it, than what we normally do. And I've shown you the release at the beginning. I cannot get this tape off. This is why I prefer my Amazon one and not this one. There we go. So I'm just gonna stick that down there. So that's my light shade. This is my light stand, so I'm going to turn that over. And I'm literally going to take one dot on each circly thing. I could cut them down, make different, you know, get bigger ones so they're not going to get squashed. But to be fair, if this is a gift and somebody's keeping it like on a shelf or something, there's no reason for it ever to get squashed. I've kept the box it came in. So if I want to send it off to somebody, it can go in the original box, so it's protected that way. No idea what'll happen to it, like. There you go. One on each dot. Nice and easy. Oh, lovely, I can just pull them ones off. I like it when you can do that. Now what I'm going to do here, I want that as my bottom one. I'm going to stick this to the bottom. There, there, there. And then I'm going to push that up there. There, there, there and there. So it's all the way in. So there's your light and your shade. So the TV, oh, we'll just put the picture in. I'm going to go with, oh, I don't know, because we've got a lot of orange in, haven't we? And TV's going in orange. I'm going to go with this one. And again, I'm just going to stick a couple of dots around it so it's stood off the wall. Just go one on each corner. 3, 4. I'll put one in the middle. There you go. 1, 2, 3. And now, when my heat gun's ready, let me put the TV in. When my heat gun's ready, I will re-glue this. But for now, I'm just gonna need to stand it against something so you can see it be put in. Right. So for now, because I've got my stand, and if I put my stand, oops, pushing it out like that, then I could possibly get away with that and that and that. And that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to stand it up to put it in and then I'll show you. And like I say, once my gun's ready, I will glue it in properly then. So it is going to tip up probably. But there you go. There's your mid-century modern living room, if you like. I hope you like it. I'm really quite proud of it. Love that carpet. So there you go. And I'm going to go now and see what else I can do. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Bye.